Sorry, man.
Okay.
Get out! Yo! Yo, chill, man. Get out!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most highly acclaimed horror movies based on the award nominations and wins that they received.
Goodbye, Clarice.
Number 10, An American Werewolf in London.
It's a full moon. Beware the moon and stick to the road. Oops.
This groundbreaking horror comedy came from the mind of John Landis, the man behind popular light-hearted movies like National Lampoon's Animal House and The Blues Brothers. It was a gamble to produce, with potential investors believing it was too scary for comedy and too funny for horror. However, American Werewolf was released to great critical and commercial acclaim.
Are you all right now?
I don't know. I'll let you know the next full moon.
A huge draw to the film was the graphic transformation sequence, featuring special effects by Rick Baker. In addition to winning the Saturn Award for Best Horror Film, as well as nominations for Best Actress and Best Writing, it also won the very first Academy Award for Best Makeup.
David. They're going to kill you.
Number 9, Black Swan.
Just want to be perfect.
You what?
Want to be perfect.
With a budget under $15 million, Darren Aronofsky's psychological horror film is considered an indie movie, making all the acclaim only more impressive. It was a massive box office success, as well as a hit with audiences and critics.
This is your moment, Nina. Don't let it go.
It's placed on numerous top 10 movie lists for the decade, and it was the American Film Institute's pick for Film of the Year in 2010. Some aspects that received repeated praise were Aronofsky's direction, Natalie Portman's portrayal of the obsessive ballerina Nina Sayers, Matthew Libatic's cinematography, and Andrew Weissblum's editing. In the end, Black Swan garnered a total of 188 award nominations and 61 wins.
What did you do?
I felt it.
What?
Perfect.
Number 8, The Omen. Although contemporary critical reviews of this supernatural thriller were mixed, it has since become a well-loved addition to the horror canon.
What do you know about my son?
Everything.
Some critics saw The Omen as a rip-off of The Exorcist, but it quickly became one of the highest-grossing films of 1976. It even gained 2 Oscar nominations, winning one for Jerry Goldsmith's original score. The acting and writing were also highly praised aspects of the movie, with several Best Screenplay nominations and multiple nominations for Best Actors.
You see me in hell, Mr. Thorne? There we will share out our sentence.
The surprise hit has spawned 2 wide-release movie sequels, 1 TV movie sequel, a TV show, and a remake. It also revitalized Gregory Peck's career, ironically proving to be a good omen.
I want Damien to die too.
Number 7, The Fly.
I'm working on something that'll change the world and human life as we know it.
A loose remake of a 1958 film, David Cronenberg's The Fly, upped the ante for body horror and special effects. The movie was both a commercial and a critical success from its initial release and into the 21st century. It gained 5 Saturn Award nominations and won 3 of them, including Best Actor for Jeff Goldblum, Best Makeup for Chris Walas, and Best Horror Film.
For the last 4 weeks, I've been afraid to see you. Now, I'm afraid not to.
The incredible makeup even caught the eye of the Oscars, winning the Academy Award for that category. Many critics said that Goldblum was unfairly overlooked for a Best Actor Oscar nomination because the awards consistently lead towards non-horror movies. The legacy of The Fly extends well past the movie too. It gave us the well-loved and often parodied tagline,
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Number 6, Misery.
And as soon as the road's open, I'll take you to a hospital. In the meantime, you've got a lot of recovering to do. And I consider it an honor that you'll do it in my home.
Centering on an injured author being held captive by a rabid fan, Misery is a masterpiece of character-based psychological horror. The film hinges on Kathy Bates' portrayal of the obsessive Annie Wilkes. She was a largely unknown actress at the time, but playing Annie catapulted her into stardom.
You did it! You did it! You did it! You murdered my Misery!
It earned her several nominations for the role and won her the Oscar for Best Actress. Misery is considered one of the best adaptations of a Stephen King novel, and even the King himself has said that it's one of his favourites. From Bates' manic acting to the memorable hobbling scene, Misery is a taut thriller that isn't likely to walk away from public consciousness anytime soon.
Did I do good?
You did perfect.
Number 5, Rosemary's Baby.
That's exactly what it is. All the costumes, the rituals, all religions.
Oh, I think we're offending Rosemary.
Well received upon release and decades later, this classic marked director and screenwriter Roman Polanski's entrance into the US film scene. Although the performances of all the actors were praised, Ruth Gordon's portrayal of nosy Satanist neighbor Minnie Castevet was singled out to win the Best Supporting Actress Oscar and Golden Globe.
Oh, you poor thing. You know what I think? I think we better be going home now. What do you say?
Rosemary's Baby has consistently ranked among the greatest and scariest movies of all time, and in 2014, the Library of Congress inducted it into the National Film Registry for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. The film also ushered into the era of popular satanic and demonic-themed movies.
What have you done to it? What have you done to its eyes?
Number 4, Get Out. The directorial debut of Jordan Peele was a massive success with audiences, critics, and awards circuits. Eventually gaining 218 nominations and 88 awards, Get Out quickly became a cultural phenomenon.
I think your mom hypnotized me last night.
What? When?
The racially and politically charged movie received widespread acclaim for Peele's sharp writing and the cast's excellent acting. It was even popular at the Academy Awards, with 4 nominations and a win for Best Original Screenplay.
The Armitages are so good to us. They treat us like family.
Peele was the first black winner for the Best Original Screenplay at the Oscars. Then in 2021, the Writers Guild of America declared Get Out to have the best screenplay of the 21st century thus far.
I mean, I told you not to go in that house.
Number 3, Jaws.
Yeah, they're all gonna die.
Widely considered the first summer blockbuster, this movie was an immediate success, earning a record $7 million over its opening weekend. It was popular with awards committees as well, with 3 Oscar wins, the American Cinema Editors Award for Best Edited Feature Film, and the People's Choice Award for Favorite Film.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
One of the most memorable aspects of Jaws is the iconic score by John Williams. The tense theme won a Grammy, a BAFTA, a Golden Globe, and a British Film Academy Award. Despite the budget troubles and lack of star power, the movie enraptured audiences upon release and continues to inspire today.
I used to hate the water.
I can't imagine why.
Number 2, The Exorcist. The wild box office success of The Exorcist is a well-known accomplishment. Beyond being both a massive hit and major controversy with audiences, the movie also did very well at the Academy Awards and Golden Globes.
You're gonna die up there.
It marks the first horror movie to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars, and it gained 9 other nominations as well. At the Golden Globes, it won 4 of the 7 awards it was nominated for.
If I ask him to tell me, will you let him answer?
No,
Why not?
I'm afraid.
The movie forgoes schlock in favour of realism, leading many critics to credit it with legitimising the horror genre in the eyes of audiences and awards committees.
The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Alien, a milestone in sci-fi and horror that won the Oscar for Best Visual Effects.
This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
Bram Stoker's Dracula. This movie changed the way we see vampire films and even won 3 Oscars.
I am the monster the breathing men would kill. I am Dracula.
Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Inspiring a wave of horror focused on old women, this movie earned multiple awards and nominations.
Why are you doing this to me? Why?
Doing what?
Making me afraid to eat.
Trying to make me starve myself? Don't be silly. If you starve, you die.
A Quiet Place, consistently ranked as a top movie of the year with its great screenplay, acting, and sound design.
Who are we? If we can't protect them.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the first horror movie to be considered Oscar-worthy, winning Best Actor and gaining 2 more nominations.
If I could only have you, I'd give my soul, but I have no soul. I'm beyond the pale. I'm one of the living dead.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Hereditary.
Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother! Do you understand?
Toni Collette's fierce portrayal of a grieving mother caught the eyes of many critics. Her performance was so convincing that even the Oscars couldn't ignore it. Oh, wait, we're talking about horror movies here. Of course they ignored it. I guess we'll change our number 1 to... Number 1, The Silence of the Lambs.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
As of 2023, only 3 movies won the Big 5 Academy Awards. The most recent entry to that list is 1991's The Silence of the Lambs, which is also the only horror film to win Best Picture. Blending psychological thriller and outright horror, it kept everyone on the edge of their seat.
Is it true what they're saying?
Huh?
Some kind of vampire?
They don't have a name for what it is.
It didn't seem like the type of movie to become a cultural phenomenon, but it ended up being number 1 at the US box office for 5 weeks. It did very well with the awards too, frequently winning Best Picture, Director, Screenplay, Leading Actor, and Leading Actress. It has placed on countless international lists of the greatest movies of all time, not just for horror.
I have no plans to call on you, Clarice. The world's more interesting with you in it.
Have any of your favourite horror flicks been snubbed at award shows? Let us know in the comments.
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.